The only rapper in Stray Kids I haven't made a video on yet. Chan. It's his time to shine as we go over his 8 fastest raps. Similar to my video I made on Lisa of Blackpink last month, Chan just doesn't choose to rap fast, so don't expect some secret 3racha song to pop up in here you've never heard of before showing him spitting 11 syllables per second or something. That just doesn't exist to my knowledge. Instead, Chan focuses more on lyrics and producing quality songs. He's a great artist, even though he may not be a fast rapper. But with that said, let's find out what his fastest raps are. Now, let me quickly explain how this series works for those of you who are new to my channel. Skip to this timestamp on the screen if you know how I do this already. Okay, so it works like this. I listened to all of Chan's verses in Stray Kids and 3racha. And looking at those raps, I found what I thought were the fastest sounding parts by ear in that given song. Then it took 8 seconds of those parts to be constant with all the other 60 Korean rappers I've looked at so far, and counted the total amount of syllables in that span of time, and then finally, I divided that total by 8 to find the average syllable per second count, and that is how we determine the quickest of Chan's raps. As always, every Korean rapper I've ever done this on will be listed at the end of the video in order, so you can see how Chan compares in speed. Starting off with number 8, we have Chan's verse in a 3racha song called Scene Stealers.
They call me Dr. Strange 순간적으로 내가 이동을 해 어디 가든 다른 날 보내 어쩌면 저렇게 초롱초롱한 눈빛으로 나를 봐 They call me Dr. Strange 순간적으로 내가 이동을 해 어디 가든 다른 날 보내 어쩌면 저렇게 초롱초롱한 눈빛으로 나를 봐
I won't spend much time on each song individually, but in Scene Stealers by 3racha, which 3racha songs happen to take up most of the spots on this list by the way, but in Scene Stealers at 2 minutes and 52 seconds into the song, Chan hits 44 syllables in 8 seconds, which is an average of 5.5 syllables per second, and it doesn't really jump up too much higher from here. We kind of snail our way up. I don't know how to word this. I don't know how to talk. So let's move on to number 7, where we have another 3racha song, and it's Chan's verse in Subway Part 2.
가족 없이 혼자 타는 것에 신나냈어 그 순간 짧았었지 신났던 나는 겁이 나지 다음 종료장에 사람들이 타고 있어 가족 없이 혼자 타는 것에 신나냈어 그 순간 짧았었지 신났던 나는 겁이 나지 다음 종료장에 사람들이 타고 있어.
So in this 3racha song Subway Part 2, Chan hits 45 syllables in 8 seconds, which is an average of 5.63 syllables per second, and that's about a minute and 35 seconds into the song. But let's move on to one of our few Stray Kids songs on this list now. I'm moving through this really fast. I don't know if you like that or not, but we have a tie for number 5 with a Stray Kids song, and one of my favorite Stray Kids songs, NS.
Oh my gosh Plus and minus 골라봐 연습하면서 힘 조절해 아직까지면 찾겠지 해봐도 원하는 대로 원래 Oh my gosh Plus and minus 골라봐 연습하면서 힘 조절해 아직까지면 찾겠지 해봐도 원하는 대로 원래.
In the song of NS by Stray Kids, Chan hits 46 syllables in 8 seconds, which is an average of 5.75 syllables per second. And that's at about 2 minutes and 56 seconds into the song. And coincidentally, the song tied for number 5 with NS is another Stray Kids song, actually one of the brand new ones that came off the album last month, Ta. So with this other song tied for 5 of Ta, I'm gonna go on a quick tangent real quick for the first time in this video, because Chan only raps for 7 or 6 seconds, about 6.5 seconds I would say, is the length of his rap. As you can tell, there was space at the beginning and the end, and if he kept going on for another few seconds, this probably would have been his fastest rap, because he definitely would have gotten in another 6 or 7 syllables in that span of time. And oh, this could have been so cool. It would have been his fastest rap if he kept going. But I know, and everything's about speed, and it's kind of like spacing of the song, and Chan doesn't want to take up the whole thing with him rapping. And I get that. So in Ta, just like in NS, Chan hits 46 syllables in 8 seconds, which is an average of 5.75 syllables per second. But this time it is at 1 minute and 36 seconds into the song. But now we can move on and actually move up to number 3, because we have another tie now between some 3racha songs. And the first song we're going to talk about in this tie is the 3RACHA song Pace.
Illuminated by the light on my laptop. Chop chop, I'm cooking up a hot pot. Skip the 형처럼 랩을 뱉으며 영감받아서 비트 만들어. Ooh, I say thanks to my team. Illuminated by the light on my laptop. Chop chop, I'm cooking up a hot pot. Skip the 형처럼 랩을 뱉으며 영감받아서 비트 만들어. Ooh, I say thanks to my team.
Now we have the song Pace, not Stray Kids is my pace, but 3RACHA Pace. And right in the beginning, right when the song starts, at 13 seconds into the song, Chan hits 48 syllables now in 8 seconds, which is an average of simply 6 syllables per second. One of my favorite 3RACHA songs. It's such a good song that none of the rappers really like go off really fast in, but it's just so consistent and smooth. I love the flow in it. But we can move on to our other song, tie for number 3 by 3RACHA, and it is the song called 1 Million Won.
Gave me the trust. If I had the money 사람 도와줘라 하지 WWF UNICEF volunteering 부자들은 돈을 가지고 놀 때 I'ma save the orphans. Gave me the trust. If I had the money 사람 도와줘라 하지 WWF UNICEF volunteering 부자들은 돈을 가지고 놀 때 I'ma save the orphans.
I love the whole meaning behind this song. It's essentially, oh yeah, if you got $1,000 right now, what would you do with it? And they would all rap with what they would do with $1,000. But in 1 Million Won, at 34 seconds into the song, just like in Pace, Chan hits 48 syllables in 8 seconds, which is an average of simply, again, 6 syllables per second. But we can move on now to our top 2 songs, which both happen to be 3RACHA songs. And the first one that we're going to talk about at number 2 is the 3RACHA song Domestic Banana. Hands down, 100% one of the best names for a 3RACHA song, or any song of that matter. I absolutely love the name of this song, Domestic Banana. But about a minute and 25 seconds into the song, Chan hits 50 syllables in 8 seconds, which is an average of 6.25 syllables per second. And now we can finally move on to our number 1 fastest Bang Chan rap. And it is another 3RACHA song, not by Stray Kids, even though it has the same name, but by 3RACHA, a song called Double Knot.
Determined to do like papillon 인생이라는 길을 걷기 때문에 신발끈을 2번 묶어줘 우리 아빠도 말했잖아 하루하루 노력하면서 Determined to do like papillon 인생이라는 길을 걷기 때문에 신발끈을 2번 묶어줘 우리 아빠도 말했잖아 하루하루 노력하면서
If you watched my 8 fastest Changbin raps or 8 fastest 3RACHA raps, you would know that the fastest Changbin rap is in the song Double Knot, like actual rapping rap. And I love it because then also Chan's fastest rap is in the song Double Knot by 3RACHA. It's so cool. Love that fact. But at 46 seconds into Double Knot, Chan hits 52 syllables in 8 seconds, which is an average of 6.5 syllables per second. And I also love Chan's verse in the song because he really shows that he can get aggressive with his rapping, which you don't hear too often with his rapping. He's really like a chill, kind of just speaking, laid back rapper. But in Double Knot, he really like shows like he can just like fuck you up with his rapping. I really want to hear like a aggressive hard song from Chris. I want to hear him go off like that, and Double Knot kind of gets me thinking about how amazing that song would be. But yeah, scrolling on the screen right now is every rapper that I've ever made a video on regarding their fastest raps, and you'll be able to see where Chan ranks up towards the bottom of this list. I believe it's about 49, tied with Lisa of Blackpink. And that will come on the screen in a few seconds. But while that's going, I just need to give a huge shout out to the channel Sarah. I think I shouted this channel out when I did my 8 fastest 3RACHA raps. But Sarah goes through like literally every 3RACHA song. They have lyrics for 3RACHA. They got like every single 3RACHA song she could possibly imagine is on there that they've ever done. And if you're interested in 3RACHA's music that you saw a lot of in this video, highly recommend that because I used a lot of their lyric videos. So yeah, you're a stay. I'd highly recommend checking out that channel for some behind the scenes music. But yeah, that's gonna do it for me. Thank you all for watching. If you enjoyed, just a little way down in the comments below. And yeah, let me know what other rappers you want me to do this on, and if you think I missed any Bang Chan raps that you think deserve to be on this list. Please let me know in the comments below, because you know I'm human, I can miss stuff. And as always, K-pop and chill the safe way.
답을 너네 모두 꺼주시오 한국말로 하자니 어색하네요 스타일도 바꿨지 이제 내랑 비교 마시오 나한테 내서 이런 건 처음 해보지요 영화 빼고 말해 내 피부 노란색 그래 앞에 번호 8이잖아 빨리 전화해 네가 아는 여자애들 싹 다 불러 오늘 밤은 불지를 거니까 폰을 꺼두기로 해